Harry finally succumbed to the overwhelming influence of Meghan's highly refined manipulation techniques. And we are delighted to have you back with us on Princess Diana News Channel, where you are warmly greeted. Today, I stumbled upon a captivating article that caught my attention. Based on a reliable source, Harry has expressed his desire to reunite with his close relatives. The source is asserting that Meghan is worried about her spouse as well. They mention that Meghan is deeply distressed by the state of Harry's emotional turmoil. According to the source, she is well aware of the complexities that have arisen. This does not involve her disregarding or downplaying his emotions. However, she strongly believes he should gather himself and focus on the future rather than dwelling on the past. At this stage, there is no alternative but to stay engaged in the entertainment industry. She thoroughly enjoys the life they currently have. He is unable to alter or modify the past. Allegedly, Meghan desires for Harry to adopt aspects of the Hollywood lifestyle to some extent. At this juncture, escape from the Hollywood industry seems virtually impossible. It has become their current lifestyle, and she truly adores it. The main message for Harry would essentially imply, "Harry, go to hell. I am not concerned about your desired actions. We will be residing in Hollywood, and unfortunately, the opportunity to see your family will be extremely limited moving forward." Yes, it's important to note that she isn't disregarding or trivializing his emotions, but he should gather himself. From my understanding, Meghan seems to be downplaying his emotions based on the last information I gathered. It appears that there are problems arising within the marriage. She is aware of it. She is no longer able to maintain control over him. This situation could potentially pose challenges for Meghan Markle if her partner decides to end their relationship, leaving her concerned about losing her source of financial support. He is the sole reason for their invitations to any event. She won't have the privilege of simply bringing her puppet and dominating the situation to ensure that everything revolves around her. While I acknowledge his contribution to her behavior, I maintain my optimism that he will eventually end their relationship. I am curious to witness her reaction and how she manages without his support. What if Harry is the one who decides to end their relationship? Consider the possibility of him sharing intriguing and potentially unsurprising details about Meghan. Imagine the endless opportunities that could arise if Harry were the one to depart. Undoubtedly, Harry has consistently been the centerpiece of attention. Meghan has never been the one. However, what if we discover the truth that no actual children exist? Meghan would be left with nothing to offer for sale. Oh, how unfortunate. I am aware that the royal family would have some level of involvement in the deception. However, given the current circumstances, would they have any interest in bothering? Undoubtedly, Harry is solely responsible for landing himself in this predicament. He is solely responsible for his actions. Once more, this individual desired to depart from his relatives and seek solace in a tranquil existence within Africa. I genuinely have faith in that. He firmly believed that Meghan harbored the same aspirations as him. In hindsight, how absurd was that idea? Harry was and continues to be confused, disoriented. Harry is in need of a genuine companion who can provide valuable perspective and support during this challenging time, helping him come to terms with the gravity of his mistakes. However, he no longer has any friends of that sort since Meghan convinced him to distance himself from all of them. As I observed them at both the Invictus and Kevin Costner's event, it became evident to me that the majority of individuals are comfortable engaging with Harry. I believe he is very likable, but unfortunately, Meghan is completely avoided by them. If she doesn't have Harry, she will end up as an insignificant actress with no purpose. I find it hard to believe that Meghan Markle, who appears indifferent to others, is truly capable of experiencing depression. Her sole focus rests on the pursuit of wealth and recognition. The woman derives pleasure from causing pain. She derives great pleasure from causing harm to others. Harry possesses all the ideal traits to become the vulnerable target of her manipulative tactics, given his chaotic psychological state. consider the remarkable address she delivered at the Invictus event. Her main focus was on herself. As soon as she stepped onto the stage, she headed straight for the microphone. It was absolutely insane. Subsequently, she offered a superfluous apology for her tardiness to the gathering, as if anyone actually took notice. It was evident from the start that everything revolved around her. The audience members seemed to have bought their event tickets solely to catch a glimpse of Meghan. And that had nothing to do with those veterans. They were indifferent towards them. Their primary motivation was to witness the star of the show, Meghan Markle. Although it may sound absurd, Meghan Markle's behavior can be described as crazy. She has a distorted perception of reality. She firmly holds the belief that she deserves the highest recognition constantly. She is the main act. Her presence is the sole reason why anyone bothers to show up for the games. By arriving late, she believed that she had let down numerous individuals. Many individuals expressed their dissatisfaction when she arrived tardily, to be honest. However, the reason for her unappreciated arrival was not her lateness but her mere presence. It's quite amusing to consider how deeply she is caught up in her own illusions. She has a strong belief that everyone desires nothing else but the opportunity to bask in her holy essence. If she doesn't receive an invitation, she immediately assumes it was unintentional as she can't fathom being excluded. Furthermore, if she happens to come across a microphone, one should be cautious as she will certainly take advantage of the opportunity to speak. She is convinced that she possesses an abundance of important information that requires our attention. She is unquestionably the embodiment of a remarkable resurgence. She is the chosen one. And now, the number of people who loathe her exceeds those who support her. Her critics somewhat anticipated that she would attend the event with the intention of dominating it and shifting the focus onto herself. And naturally, that is precisely what she accomplished. Afterwards, she confidently presented an implausible justification for her actions, claiming to be occupied solely with her responsibilities as a mother. She was obliged to purchase milkshakes for the children, transport them to school, and ensure they were ready for bed. Consequently, she experienced a delay of a few hours before disembarking from the aircraft. What is she even talking about? Once again, she's not telling the truth, but she wants us to believe it. We possess enough intelligence. I highly doubt anyone could be that unintelligent. Meghan's feeble endeavor to connect with others and portray herself as genuinely humble. She is simply part of the group of girls. She excels as a mother and now, after tucking the children in, she is embracing her angelic role. Finally, she can make her entrance and awe everyone with her presence, as well as grace them with her profound and thought-provoking yet eccentric and puzzling oration. And Meghan believes that service is something that transcends boundaries, as she dedicates herself to assisting everyone. Naturally, she omitted the fact that her concern solely revolves around her own interests, although one could easily infer that. Regardless of the situation, she effortlessly located the ideal camera angle, thanks to the presence of the paparazzi. She is convinced that her long-awaited opportunity for success is about to come. Before long, everyone will come to appreciate her incredible qualities. As a result, she intends to return to Instagram, confident that numerous corporations will eagerly seek her endorsement for their products. She plans to charm prestigious design companies and secure highly profitable offers and agreements. She can be easily seen through. I find her to be incredibly easy to predict. Meghan's presence was absolutely necessary. She was determined to not let down the veterans. She deliberately left her front unbuttoned, indicating her desire for an affluent, eligible gentleman's attention. And perhaps he would find it appealing. After being done with Harry, she could finally move on and set her sights on her next objective. She's growing weary of her present purse. She is searching for a replacement. Despite her need to maintain control over Harry, she remains vigilant in search of her next target, firmly securing her grip on him. Because she is actively searching, it is necessary for her to promote the products. Despite their public displays of affection, it is apparent that she and Harry do not have a deep connection. Actually, his unhappiness seems to become even more evident whenever he is in her presence. It is evident that she is the one in full control. The reason for his fear of her is the factor at play. In other words, he is fully aware of the consequences that could unfold if she becomes angry, considering her volatile temperament. At this stage, Harry likely wishes that someone gullible will believe her deception so that he can ultimately escape. Additionally, she made a point of discussing the organization's Invisible Children, Artificial, and Invisibad. She is eagerly looking forward to introducing them to the Invictus Games at some point in the future. Certainly, I have no doubt that she will bring those children to participate in upcoming Invictus Games, signifying a promising future where she remains present. However, she showed no interest in escorting them to witness their grandfather's coronation as king. That was not significant enough. And, unfortunately, their other grandfather is unable to see them due to an incident when he summoned the paparazzi to capture his image. However, she assures that she will proudly display them to unfamiliar individuals present in the audience at the Games for Disabled War Veterans. Certainly, I understand the sound logic behind that statement. Fortunately, I am grateful not to reside in Meghan's world as it is quite different from mine. Her false family values and fraudulent tales of motherhood are transparent to us. Despite her belief in successfully deceiving everyone with fabricated stories, she is mistaken. Due to these reasons, she currently holds the reputation of being one of the most prominent objects of ridicule globally. I find it incredibly amusing to observe such a level of delusion that it becomes almost unbelievable. She certainly knows how to keep people entertained, I'll give her that. However, at this stage, the entire comedic act is becoming quite repetitive. The text is monotonous and follows a clear pattern. Meghan's creativity is dwindling rapidly. Regrettably, it seems that Meghan is still unwilling to come down from the stage. Although she firmly believes she is the epitome of fun and excitement at gatherings, it is a consistent occurrence that as soon as she arrives at a party, everyone hurriedly departs. However, that is simply because they, similar to us, haven't fully acknowledged her exceptional talent. What are your thoughts on this mockery? Please share your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed our video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who would also appreciate it at any time you choose. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest updates from our team by subscribing to the Princess Diana News channel. Thank you for tuning in, have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to connecting with you in my future videos.